As a kid, I loved the Choose Your Own Adventure series of books. Maybe you remember them. As the story progressed, you'd make decisions for the characters that affected the outcome of the story. In the daily adventure of life, we have an even more important choice, choosing our attitude toward the events around us. I'm Michael Quinn Sullivan with a reflection on life and liberty. In the Gospel of St. John, right before being betrayed, we find Jesus telling his disciples, quote, "Let not your hearts be troubled." This comes shortly after telling them they'd always have the poor among them, that they'd be persecuted for him and the like. Sounds like trouble, right? Let not your hearts be troubled, he said. He could tell them that because he gave them something better to focus on. Jesus went on to say that he was going to prepare a place for them in heaven, that God the Father loves them, and that he will be with them. They had a choice. They could let their hearts be troubled by the grind of life in a fallen world, or they could joyfully embrace the future he'd prepared for them. This wasn't just a choice for those disciples. It applies to each of us. There's a lot we can't control in life, and there's a lot of trouble around us. We get to choose our reaction to it. We get to choose our perspective. In the book of Joshua, two simple phrases are repeated over and over. Choose for yourself this day whom you will serve, and be strong and courageous. The implicit statement of the second phrase is that we can choose to be weak and fearful, and therefore reveal who we serve. Will we focus on the ills of life, or will we look for solutions? Will we dwell on our present troubles, or press on joyfully to eternity? Today and every day, in our glorious adventure through life and liberty, we get to choose if we will be strong and courageous. We get to choose if we will serve the God of creation. So let not your heart be troubled. Be strong and courageous, for we serve a mighty God who loves us. If you like today's podcast, be sure to subscribe, rate it, and recommend it to your friends. The Reflections Podcast is one of many presented by Texas Scorecard, and you can find the complete listing of those shows and podcasts at texasscorecard.com. I'm Michael Quinn Sullivan. Thanks for listening.